This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com. Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. It's 3/6/23, show number 471. Well, markets are rallying, Nick.
Yeah, we got a 3-day rally on our hands, Kerry. It started last Thursday, and today markets are rallying higher again. This rally is being led by technology. Apple, believe it or not, is the main catalyst. The stock today is trading up 2.8% as we speak, and it was upgraded by Goldman Sachs. And I find this pretty interesting. Last week, Apple, last Thursday, was upgraded by Morgan Stanley. So that's been the catalyst. They get the big dog up there. Markets could get a bid, and I find it kind of strange that we're getting these upgrades by these firms, but that is the case today.
All right. Well, hey, never doubt Wall Street. And nat gas energy's really taken a hit today.
Yeah, we have nat gas down today by 14%. And, last week, Kerry, nat gas had surged by 37%. I think we spoke on Friday morning. I sold my nat gas position Friday afternoon, right before the close, and we were surging. But I just saw so much hype around it. I said, you know what, it's time for this thing to pull back. 37% move in really short order. I mean, just think about it. The bottom on nat gas was basically on the 22nd of February. It rallied up to the 3rd of March. I mean, what is that? Not even 10 trading days, or about 9-10 trading days. You're up 37%. We're due for a pullback. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon at that point in time. So I decided to take my position off, and I made 32% on nat gas the second half of it. I always take one position off early, and I took that off for just under 9%. But a great move, great trade. I'll be jumping back in nat gas again. I love the pullback in it today. Let it pull back a little bit more. We'll jump right back on that.
What's the magic number? Is it going to pull back 60%, 50% from what it went up? What do you think?
It's always a possibility, but I'm not sure we'll see that much. I'm leaning more towards something like 20%, 25. I think that's kind of what's going to do the trick. For me, it's always about the math. And I'll be working on that tonight. But, I love the pullback. I love getting out of something, when everybody's getting in. And, now when everybody gets sour on it, I'll jump back on board.
Right. All right. Well, we like that. And, of course, we've got tomorrow and Wednesday, the erstwhile Fed Chairman Jay Powell will be giving us his Semiannual Monetary Policy Report to Congress, of course. And I don't know about you, Nick, but I can hardly breathe.
Well, the markets are waiting to hear what he has to say, as always, right? This guy carries a big stick. And, I just don't think anybody's really putting on a lot of commitments ahead of this. So we'll see if the politicians can really ask any serious questions. Generally, most of the questions they ask are, political, right? So they always go in with that political slide. So we'll see if they ask him any real questions. We'll talk about, if there's any real inflation out there besides, manipulating the oil and gas market to get the prices of gasoline down. So, it's going to be interesting to see, and, we'll wait on it. But that is coming out Tuesday and Wednesday, and it'll kick off tomorrow morning, probably like 9-10 o'clock.
So a little excitement there, but the markets, if you judge the way they're behaving now, seem favorably disposed, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. Right now, we've had a very, very good short-term bounce after a pretty good sell-off throughout the month of February. And looks like, potential retrace here, and we'll see where we go. But it's, there's a technical tape. You got to, really understand the charts. And if you do that, you'll be able to navigate successfully through these waters.
Right. And yeah. Well, we're looking at gold down a little bit today, but had a nice little bump off of the support level.
Yeah, gold is down about 1/4% today. We're not going to make much out of it. It has had a good bounce over the last 4 or 5 trading days, though, and that was the daily chart support, which we talked about right here on this program. So no shocker there. I don't love gold here. I don't hate it. I would just remain neutral. But watch that low that was made just about 5 days ago. If you look at the low that was put in on the 28th of February, if we take that low out, gold's got another leg down, and it could be a big one. But right now, lives to fight another day, and it's holding up.
And what was that level, by the way?
That level on the gold futures chart was 1810. If you take out 1810 on a daily close, and more importantly, a weekly close, then gold's got another leg down.
All right. Well, really interesting week ahead of us, and we will be checking in. Bitcoin, we just mentioned that briefly, got hammered Friday, Silvergate. It's the Wild West. I mean, if banks went under for our corrupt fiat currency, if the banks were going under the way that these exchanges and trading platforms were going under, we'd be back in the Stone Age, Nick. So much for cryptocurrencies. Had a big fight with somebody explaining to them that cryptos are not currencies, that they're a emerging asset class at best. And the person got really angry at me for that.
Yeah, it's like a crypto cult. On my Twitter feed, where I had about 5 or 10 imposters after I went on a crypto show, and I had a debate with somebody, and it wasn't a bad debate. We were both gentlemen about it, and we were just talking about the pros and cons. And I gave them my theory, saying, this stuff is really just a precursor to central bank digital currency, which is going to be coming in. And, they some people that listened to it, I guess, didn't like it. But, obviously they're underwater on crypto, and that's unfortunate. But that's where we are in the world, Kerry. Everybody's in the world of division. Yeah. Everybody's on a team. Team crypto, yeah. Team Fed, team blue, team red, right? Everybody's on a team.
Yeah. Tell me about it. It's nuts out there. But in any event, that's it for today. Make sure you go to Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. See how he's beaten the averages for decades. Check out his latest calls and the Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz. Email kl@kerrylutz.com. Leave your YouTube comments below. And Nick, we will talk to you on Wednesday.
Sounds good, Kerry.